it's a lot of fun if you've never wandered around at night and seen it.
And it's really cool how some of them, we've seen at least in years past, they had the flames and there's the fires at Pioneer Courthouse Square. We might need some of that in the coming days. It'd be nice to warm up to that.
We probably will. And the good news is a lot of people come downtown, so you get that body heat as well, because we are going to need it here over the next few days, especially if you head up in elevation, because it's already snowing. You can see those snowy roads out towards the government camp area, with a few lingering snowflakes still falling at this point in time. A welcome sight after the nearly 2 to 2.5 long streak of no precipitation, rain, or snow that we have seen over the Pacific Northwest. A few of those snow flurries still falling over the higher terrain as we speak, and that's just exactly where we find it, over the mountains, drying out for the I-5 corridor and the coast, but we keep that cloud coverage as our atmospheric river slowly peels its way out of the Pacific Northwest. Then we prepare for the colder air to work its way back into places like the Portland-Vancouver metro area, where we could turn some of these rain showers over to snow. That's where the National Weather Service has painted a mosaic of colors for us here. We could see anywhere from 4 inches to maybe 5 to 6 in some higher elevated locations of the foothills. Mount Hood close to about 2 feet of snow, and even parts of the Coast Range under a winter storm warning, where we could see 2 to 6 inches of accumulative snow. Snowy views up out towards Timberline Lodge. As we've managed to pile up the snow, it's only going to continue to grow, again potentially nearing feet for many of our ski resorts. Great news for what has been a very dry January, as the snow elevation levels are expected to dip close to about 700 feet by the time we get to Saturday night. These kind of hills that you see expected to be the warm spots, the lower locations. That's where those chilly early morning lows will find their way back into the Pacific Northwest. Keep this in mind. It's all going to be scattered in nature as we work our way into Saturday. It's just rain. We do anticipate the higher elevations above about 1,000 feet to pick up on just a few snowflakes. By the time we get into Sunday morning, that's where we have the potential to see our first wintry mix here through the I-5 corridor. That takes us through a rainy afternoon, and then again another potential for a hit and miss snow shower or two. Very brief, very fast moving, likely going to be melting on contact as we work our way into Tuesday as well. This trend just taking us through the next several days, but I really kind of want to pinpoint out everything. The cold temperatures expected Sunday night into Monday. That's where our slick conditions could potentially cause some headaches for commuters come Monday morning, but a wintry mix possible late Saturday night, taking us all the way through Sunday night, anywhere from a trace to maybe an inch, again, if you're above about 1,000 feet, but all of it will be melting fast. You can see the timeline in detail right now at KOIN.com. Also, with your elevation, that's where we expect to fall back to about 200 feet come Sunday night. That will be the lowest point, at least over the next 48 hours. Now, I know this graphic looks a little aggressive with our snow accumulation. Again, a lot of these snowflakes are going to be so wet that as soon as they hit the surface, they will melt immediately, especially on those roadways. It's the grassy spots that could potentially hold on to it for maybe a little bit longer than an hour or so, but no impacts for us here, at least at the lower elevations of the metro area. Once you get to 500, 1,000 feet, that's where that potential does lie. So, should we be panicked about this latest storm system? Absolutely not. It will be melting fast as we fall back to about 36 degrees tonight. 45 is all we managed to make it up to tomorrow, but we got those KOIN 6 weather alerts in place starting Groundhog Day, Sunday, taking us through the first several days of the month of February, and it concludes, I should say, by the time we get to Thursday with some chilly afternoon highs, talking about temperatures only into the upper 30s. So this is going to be a multi-day event. It's not going to be active for every single moment, but don't be caught off guard if you see a snowflake or two.
Yeah, especially because your forecast from last couple of weeks were on the calmer side. So get ready, everybody.
This will be a big change.
Thanks, Josh. Hey, Jeff.
Hey, the Portland Trailblazers on a hot streak now. One of the players responsible